80 years later, you know?
You there?
Never too late. My dad keeps talking about picking up bass. He's like, oh, I don't know though, man. I'm old now. It's like, dude, you have not shit else going on.
Yeah, right.
Like, if there's ever been a good time for you to pick up an instrument, it's right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we ready? How we looking?
Oh, well, notifications going on right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Live.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. So we got the
vibe.
the plan.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you gonna introduce after the sponsor, or do you want them to go straight into it? Like, hey,
After the sponsor. So after the sponsor, we're gonna do the news and weather quickly, and then be like, all right, Good Morning Aurora's here with the Alika Arlynn Band, and you guys gonna play intro song, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We're gonna get a little jammy jam for y'all. Boom, and then they'll play the song. And after that, we'll do some interviewing.
okay.
All right.
I think also at the end, you guys want
Play out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So after we'll do the whole like peace thing. I'll set them up again.
Word up, baby. Word up, baby. See?
All right. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
JV, audio good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good now,
So I'm good to hit it.
Yes, sir.
Hit it.
As it goes, a little something like this. Hit it. Nice.
Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Good morning, Aurora. I am Brenda Rogers, candidate for Kane County Recorder of Deeds. As your next Recorder of Deeds, I will protect our taxpayers' investment, bring awareness to the position, and do outreach to our residents and veterans. I am asking for your vote during early voting, mail-in ballot, or on November 3rd. Vote for Brenda Rogers, Kane County Recorder of Deeds, paid for by Citizens for Brenda Rogers.
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 8:09 a.m. and you are listening to Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And we've got a very cool Music Friday for you, a special Friday indeed. We're here with the Alika Arlynn Band live in the studio. Hey, good to see you guys. All right. Now, we've got news and weather going on. Okay, so here it is.
All right, Friday.
Friday.
Friday. Next Friday, October 2nd, is the Cups Bra Drive. That's going to be held at the Aurora Regional Fire Museum in downtown Aurora. We're going to be out there, so come check it out. The Run for Hunger 5K is going on from now until the 30th of this month. It's a virtual run to alleviate hunger in our community, and all proceeds will be donated to the Marie Wilkinson's Food Pantry. You're going to go to runforhunger5k.com, and that's brought to you by El Tiro, Society 57, and a lot of other businesses in the area.
Word up.
Aurora Downtown, we continue to have our Call for Art, Sugar Skull City. Sugar Skull City is a month-long celebration in downtown Aurora that celebrates and honors the cultural and local tradition of Day of the Dead. You can go to auroradowntown.org for more information on how you can submit artwork, and then that will be displayed throughout the businesses downtown as well in their windows. Good morning, Aurora Sports update. Both of the Chicago baseball teams lost yesterday. Cubs
Damn.
lost to the Pirates 7-0, and then the Indians beat the Sox 5-4.
Damn.
They're going to play tomorrow, so
Go Sox.
I won't voice my opinion. And then the Bears play the Falcons in Atlanta on Sunday.
Nice.
Go team.
Nice. What happened with the Dolphins?
They won big.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they
Okay.
did.
We
Ryan
were holding that
Fitzpatrick-
off for all the Dolphins.
Right. They won 31-13, and Ryan Fitzpatrick had 3 touchdowns, so it was pretty much his game.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, holler at your boy. Let's see what's up with the interview, dog. All right.
And now, good morning, Aurora weather.
The current temperature is 57 degrees with a high of 78 today. That high will be reached around 4 o'clock p.m. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy, also with a high of 84. Next week is going to suck. The highest temperature next week will be 67 degrees. That'll be on Monday. There will be low 60s and high 50s. next week. So like I told you yesterday, it's time to bust out the fly fall gear. Kohl's, get your shop on. Look at the coupons, all that. You know, cable knit sweaters, turtlenecks, or whatever you like. Timbo boots, that's just for me. We take donations on Good Morning Aurora. All right. Viso Arts, Roots Aurora, and Aurora Public Art are coming together to present the Aurora Stronger exhibit, a community that came together. Friday, October 2nd from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. at Gallery 1904 at 1 East Benton in downtown Aurora. Now, Viso Arts Films will be premiering their documentary, Our Streets. The exhibit will feature over 25 photographs of the unrest that took place in Aurora on May 31st and highlight how the community came together to make Aurora even stronger. Several of the mural boards from the boarded up windows that were on downtown businesses will also be on display. The featured photographers will be Gary Bonnick, shout out to GW, Victoria Lunasek, Ivan Carmona, and Amy Nelson. Aurora Interfaith Food Pantry is hosting Carts for a Cause at several downtown businesses. Aurora Downtown partnered with Aurora Interfaith Food Pantry and Viso Arts to invite local artists to decorate grocery carts and turn them into works of art to be displayed at various businesses throughout downtown during the month of September. September is Hunger Action Month, also known as HAM. Volunteer for the final countdown on Community Census Day this Saturday, the 26th, from 10 a.m. to noon. Choose an undercounted neighborhood to visit and remind residents about the importance of completing the census by the deadline. The deadline is September 30th, and the city needs your help. Register to volunteer by visiting www.auroratachil.org/service. TAC is Navy term for a dash. And with that, that's the news. Now, we're going to get into our interview with Alika Arlynn, but first, some music.
It's never easy pulling out, seeing your loved ones in the mirror. It's hard to drive when your eyes are filling up with tears. It must have been so bittersweet, though they will never say. It's gotta be the hardest thing to watch a little girl drive away. Driving down this road, it's a brand new day. In front of me, I see blue skies above that straightaway. I made a promise to myself and my life's in motion. I'm gonna be true to myself, that's my devotion. I can't believe I wasted so much of my precious time on reckless people who didn't care if they broke this heart of mine. There's so much I've held inside that I just need to say. I guess that's the reason I just had to get away. Driving down this road, it's a brand new day. In front of me, I see blue skies above that straightaway. I made a promise to myself, my life's in motion. Gonna be true to myself, that's my devotion. Doesn't matter how many miles away I am. My heart goes back to that little town again and again. All I ever wanted to do was finally get away. But now I think about that small town each and every day. But especially when true to myself, that's my devotion. I'm gonna be true to myself, that's my devotion. I'm gonna be true to myself.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
was awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Good song.
Music
Good
Fridays are starting to
song.
be. I love all of our guests, but Music Fridays is like a great way to lead into the weekend.
It is. It is. I feel better now. I feel
I
like, you know
do.
what? I feel like more hopeful. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to answer that email. I'm going to tell him no. I'm going to, yes. I feel more powerful. What was the name of that song?
It's called My Devotion.
My Devotion. Okay. All right. Very cool.
Why don't you tell everyone who you are and where you're from?
Yeah. So my name's Alika Arlynn, and from a small town in the Illinois Valley by Starved Rock. It's called Peru, Illinois.
Okay.
And I'm Dakota. I'm the guitar player for Alika Arlynn Band, and I'm actually from Aurora, born and raised. Now I live just, a little bit south in Oswego, but Aurora is always, my home. So
We always ask, what side of Aurora? We're at?
west side.
West side, okay.
Oh, that was different.
We need
yeah.
to keep a
yeah.
tally.
We do.
We got
We
going
do.
on. See
We got a
who's
lot
winning.
of East Siders here, but West Side
yeah.
representing. Good. Good stuff. Growing up, what impact, we'll start with you, Dakota. What impact did your mom have on your life?
My mom is like my best friend, honestly. So, she was always really supportive. Both my parents have always been super supportive of, everything that I approach, whether it's musically or otherwise. And, I'm really lucky to have that strong relationship with my mom and my dad. Both of them, have just had the most incredible impact in my life.
Nice. Good. And for you, Alika, what impact did your dad have in your life growing up?
Yeah, so my dad's been really supportive with music. Whatever I wanted to do, he was right behind me. So whatever, if I wanted to be a dentist, a nurse, a singer, he was always there for me.
Like, you got it, girl. Whatever
Yeah.
you want. Yeah. Yep. I'm a
Daddy's
parent now,
girl.
so I do that. Yeah. I do that. Tell my son whatever he wants to do. Like, I want to be a YouTuber. There
be a
you go.
YouTuber.
Exactly. You'll
Yeah,
be a
there you go.
YouTuber. Maybe I want to be an astronaut. Hey, that's all you. You
Yeah,
got that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect.
How long have you guys been playing together?
Almost a year
Yeah,
now.
almost exactly a year. I joined the band October of last year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing it? Before
Probably- Yeah, probably since 2017, I think.
Was that the beginning of Alika Arlynn Band?
Probably for the band, yeah. I started recording in 2015. So this album, or I have 5 songs out there.
Okay.
Those I recorded in 2015.
Okay.
And how long have you been involved? Been involved in music?
Probably my whole life.
You started singing,
Haven't-
playing instruments.
Yeah, well, I don't play instruments. They fired me from the tambourine because I'm that bad. I have guitars, but I'm not good. They'll tell you that. But yeah, I started singing kind of by myself. Probably in 2015. Before that, I would just sing with my friends and kind of stand behind them. And then one day I was like, no, I'm gonna step up there and just sing by myself. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
And Dakota?
I have been playing guitar since I was 6.
Wow.
I grew up, or when I was little, I was surrounded by music from a bunch of different great bands from like the 80s and 90s and stuff. Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith and Kiss and all that stuff. So once I was like basically of an age where I could hold a guitar and sit still for 20 minutes, my parents were like, okay, well, if this is what you really want, we'll put you in lessons. And I was like, yeah. And then I saw School of Rock in like 1st grade, and I was like,
That was it.
that's
That was
what
it.
I want to do.
Sealed the
So,
deal.
Yeah. And since then I've been playing in various bands, since middle school.
Right.
I had a band with my brother, who's younger than me. He plays drums, and we played in the area. I had some bands in high school. And then after college, I came back and got the call to team up with Alika.
Nice. Very cool. So let's talk about, we're going to get into that and then also the beginnings of singing and then guitar for you. But tell us about your educational background. So start with you, Alika.
Yeah, so I went to Valparaiso University out of high school for 4 years, and originally I wanted to be a dentist, and it just, once I got in I was pre-dental, and once I got in the program, I'm like, this isn't for me, and so I ended up getting my bachelor's in communications. Currently I work for Rush Copley Medical Group. I'm a medical assistant there, and I'm in college again. I'm at Chamberlain University for nursing.
Great.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Very cool.
For me, after high school, West Aurora High School.
Black Hawks.
Yeah. I started out as a business admin major at Aurora University, just because they didn't have like a guitar major. So I was thinking, if I get a business degree, then I'll at least know how to promote myself and function as an independent musician.
Right.
And then I took accounting and switched my major to psychology. And then around my sophomore year, I just started getting really down on music and not really feeling it anymore. And I knew that I needed a change. Otherwise, I was going to lose it. So I transferred to Millikan University in Decatur and finished up my degree there in commercial music.
There you go. All right. When you started singing, okay, so going back to when we were just speaking, what was it like that those beginning, I'm talking like the first week, the first month, what was it like getting off the ground with it?
It's frightening, very frightening, especially singing in front of people. It's scary because, everybody's a critic, right? And,
right.
Everyone always says, oh, you should go on The Voice. Well, it's not that easy,
Right.
But yeah, singing in front of a crowd, it's awesome. Now like I don't even get nervous. It's just fun. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
A lot of energy going on in the room.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. What was it like with you? I mean, you've been playing since 6.
Yeah.
Right. When did you, what was it like playing in front of people and getting there, taking off from that level?
I remember, like, the first time I probably played in front of a group of people that wasn't my immediate family. It was probably, a talent show in elementary school or something, and I remember kind of being shaky and everything like that, but playing stuff out of my little guitar book that I got from my lessons. But really the first time I remember playing in sort of like a band setting, it was just me and my brother. I was in 7th grade, I think, playing a song that I wrote for the talent show at the middle school.
What song was that?
It was called Psycho School.
Do you remember any of the lyrics?
Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to make sure it has no cussing in it.
No, it was 7th grade, so
Yeah.
I was not as
Polished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psycho School.
Yeah,
I'm
and
digging
the school was SKOOL.
Oh.
So it was very edgy and
Right.
and everything like that.
As a 7th grader should be.
Yeah.
Written with like the little twisted sister S.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And playing that song and playing like my first ever guitar solo in front of people and like the crowd of my peers and parents and everything like that was just really receptive of it, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. This is it. This is what I'm doing. And it's just been, going up from there.
Right. It's obvious you guys have the passion for music and everything, and like it's obvious that you guys together make a really good combination, really good team, and Alika Arlynn Band is a good fit for you guys. How many members does it have? Are in the band?
So there's 5 of us.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Want to shout out the rest of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Make sure they watching.
Yeah.
Where you guys at?
Jordan, John, Austin. What's up, guys? How's
Nice.
it going?
Nice.
Yeah, they all live like in Ottawa and Peru
Illinois
so
Valley, yeah.
that's why they're not here, just
Gotcha,
because
right.
they would have had to drive like an hour
Mm-hmm.
at
Right.
like 6 a.m. and they're all
Working,
hardworking guys. So
Right. So they're sleeping
They're-
still.
They're probably at work
yeah.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about shows.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was the very first show that Alika Arlynn Band played?
It's taking me back. Let's see. Trying to think. For our band, probably.
Like with
Jane-
me,
Yeah. Probably
The
Clayton's. right?
Clayton's Tap in
Yeah,
Morris.
Morris.
That was my
Clayton's Tap?
first. That was my
Yeah.
first gig
Mhm.
with the
all of
band.
us, yeah.
What was that like?
I was really happy to be in like a band with great musicians. Like finally out of college, like it was like,
Right.
heck yeah, all these people are really killer. I was kind of nervous just because I had just learned like 30 something
probably.
songs. So
I
I
think
had
it was was it a 4-hour show? No, that was Jamie's.
yeah.
It was a 3-hour show, I think.
So
yeah.
I had just like a little binder off to the side of the stage
Right.
with all the songs, and I was like, "Oh crap, what are the chords to this one?" And like flip
What's
to
the
it real
keys?
quick, and I'm like, "Okay, got it."
Got it.
So, and it took me a little while to kind of remove that safety blanket of having charts and stuff like that.
Sure.
But now it's just like know it like the back of my hand.
How would you describe your style for the band? What do you guys usually play?
I would say 90s country and some newer, and then probably 80s rock.
Yeah,
We
we've
have a
been
lot of
we've been
80s rock.
adding a lot of 80s rock. That definitely hasn't been my doing. or
It's been
anything.
Alika's doing,
Um,
has it?
Other band members?
I mean, you guys suggested. I'm
It,
like,
it's been my doing.
Okay.
yeah, you guys suggested. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all stuff that people know, and
Yeah.
whether we're playing like a 90s country song that people in our audience grew up with, or some Carrie Underwood, or whether it's like a Journey song or something like that, we like to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
Journey
sure.
will bring people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll travel far and wide for some Journey. Oh my God, yeah. What's the difference between playing now? You've played in Naperville, is that correct? Or have you guys have played venues around this area,
Yeah.
Naperville,
Yeah,
Aurora? Okay.
yeah.
What's the difference between playing up here as opposed to the Peru area?
Well, we played in Arlington Heights not too long ago, and a lot of my friends from school came, so that was really fun.
Nice.
And then playing back home, it's like that's your home, that's where I grew up. So people come out, and that's where the majority of the guys grew up. So people come out to see us. I don't know.
It's kind of
about the same.
It's
yeah.
kind of flipped for me in that sense.
Yeah.
Just because all my family is up here.
here.
So like if we play an acoustic show around here or a band show in the suburbs, like then I kind of feel like I'm having a homecoming almost.
Yeah.
Whereas, back down in like the Illinois Valley and Ottawa, it's kind of everyone else's old stomping grounds. so-
Right. So you're kind of the outsider down there.
A
Not
little,
outsider.
yeah.
You're part of the band, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like I get to help everyone kind of show off on their home turf, and then when we
Nice.
come up
Yeah.
here,
nice. Alika, who were some of your musical influences growing up?
Definitely Carrie Underwood, Lauren Elena. I love Aerosmith.
Gotta like some Aerosmith.
I love Aerosmith. But yeah.
Nice. I like Aerosmith a lot. I've been a fan of Aerosmith. Growing up, used to listen to the Blaze 103.5. Shout out to anybody who knows that radio station. Good stuff. Now we talked a little bit about your influences growing up beforehand. Do you guys bring some of those influences to your styles when you are out there playing?
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I think for me, I've gotten comments on this that I'm not like a typical country guitar player.
There's
and
nothing country about you.
Yeah, I think I think I bring a lot of that sort of. I try to bring that flash and like kind of over the top
Sure.
of some of the 80s stuff that I love so much. I kind of try and bring that to the guitar sound and the musical side and the performance aspect for sure of the band.
Oh, I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. Like, I like talking to. I told you how I feel about the guitar. I love guitar music. I love guitarists. I like talking to bands and band members. This is really cool because like I get to ask the questions that I've always wanted to know, and I like the creativity that you guys bring. I think it's really cool.
Awesome.
For
Yep,
sure.
I really do. So now we got to talk about the socials before we go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at on social media?
Yeah,
Alika?
so Facebook, it's Alika Sings.
Okay.
Is the handle. Alika Arlynn Band or Alika Arlynn Music for Instagram. I have a Snapchat, Alika Life. Yeah, and then alikasings.com is my website. So that's pretty much where you can find all the events and
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a calendar of events and places that you'll
yeah,
be at
yeah,
on there.
definitely on Alika Sings and the Facebook. Definitely like our Facebook.
Right.
And then on Spotify and Apple Music and all that too. All of
YouTube,
our music is
That's
is
all
out there.
Okay.
What events do you have coming up?
Yeah, so
Oh, yes.
Dakota.
Tonight we're playing Scooters
Oh,
in Shorewood.
we're
so
very excited for this one.
we've been
pumped.
really excited for that one. We were actually supposed to play there earlier in the year, and then shows kind of stopped due to COVID.
Sure.
So we're just kind of starting to pick our momentum back up, and we're getting a chance to play there. And then tomorrow we're playing in Yorkville,
Yeah, South Bank Barbecue.
Okay.
and that'll just be the two of us, an acoustic duo show.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, out in your hood, Shorewood. How about
It
that?
is, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You have
Very
to
cool.
come.
I'm going
I was
to
just thinking about that. I'm like, hey, I think we may stop in over there.
we'll shout that out. We'll shout out the schedule of
Okay,
events that
cool.
you guys got going
Cool.
on. All right, the time is now 8:35 a.m. and you are listening to Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast, and we are sitting down with the Alika Arlynn Band. All right. Now, I want to know this. Do people like do mosh pits and stuff at these shows? What kind of, what's the environment like? What's the flow? What's the flavor?
The last show we had, there were some interesting
It was
dancers.
interesting. They came
Um,
up on the stage too.
Yeah, there was.
We all just looked at each other.
we were like finishing our last song, doing like our whatever, and all of a sudden this big dude comes up on the stage and like pulls his girlfriend up, and we're like,
Oh.
No.
okay.
I was confused.
I was like,
I'm
are we
what's
about to have
happening?
like someone stage dive
Yeah.
or what? But they just wanted to shout out someone's birthday.
Yeah.
So sometimes the crowds can. The most we get are some pretty interesting dancers.
Okay.
And a lot of people singing along. Like we said, we have a little something for everybody. So
Yeah.
if we can get some people up front dancing and singing along, then
Right
we're
there by the
happy.
stage, they're going crazy.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
that's a good feeling, isn't it? I know that
Absolutely.
has to
Yeah.
feel good.
And our biker friends, they love
Yeah.
the Molly crew.
Yeah. Sometimes
Oh,
we'll get
wow.
like the old biker guys that are like we'll start playing, with a Miranda Lambert song, and they're just sitting there like staring at us
Yeah.
with their arms crossed. And then I, do like a motorcycle sound with my guitar, and we start playing a Motley Crue song, and they're like, yeah, Motley Crue. So,
TNT. I'm dynamite.
yeah.
Yeah.
These are probably all my people. My age.
Right.
He's like
Right.
old. Defined old.
Yep. Now what I do like about you guys is that you have two different kind of styles and dynamics, and I've always believed that opposites attract, and that that's what makes a good. Have you guys been told that before? Is that new?
We've
News,
been told we compliment each other.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
guys do really well, really well. Yep, I like that.
Awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can be very reserved, so then I kind of maybe overcompensate for it. And
In the music.
in music
Okay.
and just conversationally too.
Yeah.
So
Well, you mentioned going over the top, and the reason why I find I understand that when you meant that, because like it's expression,
mhm.
right? it's expression. So is there a limit of what you can do or what you should be doing? I don't think there is. You should,
Right.
whatever you want to put it out
Yeah,
there.
Absolutely.
For sure.
If I could sing, well, I got a great album out. It's Shower Jams. Everybody, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when I sing, I think I sound really good. But it has intimidated me to like be up on stage singing.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you guys are acclimated to it now. But is there any time that you still get nervous, or you look at a crowd, you're like, tough one?
I get nervous when it's like, I mean, I usually don't get nervous, but if I do get nervous, it's if there's only like 5 people in the crowd. Like when people just start pouring in, that's when I'm like, okay, let's go. I
Yeah,
get
it's
pumped.
it's definitely the case. Like the fewer people there, the more intimidating it can be at times. Just because like you almost feel like you have something to prove. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the feeling that you get. Whereas if it's a larger crowd, you're like, hell yeah, it's a party. Like let's hang out with these people and have some fun.
For sure.
Feeling like you have something to prove. Talk about that a little bit more. In what way exactly?
Just because you might have expected more people.
Okay.
Or just like because there's fewer people, you want to prove yourself to the few select people that are here, that you've still got something, worth showing off and having fun with, even if it's a smaller crowd.
And how has COVID affected you guys' playing and scheduling and everything like that?
That groan says it all.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
It was rough for a while. I mean, probably 2-3 months. We
didn't even see each other.
No.
Yeah.
Which is sad because like that's my family. It's my band family, you
Right.
know. So it kind of, but you couldn't really rehearse because you have to be careful with the COVID. But
Right.
But yeah, no. And now we're playing like every day of the weekend, so it's fun.
Yeah, we're picking back
Picking up.
momentum and finding out, discussing with venues, what are your restrictions, what do we need to do to make it more feasible for us to play, whether it's smaller size, in which case it'll just be the 2 of us, or a lot of the gigs, if not all, are outdoors now, which we're doing mostly indoor stuff beforehand. So it's definitely kind of changed the landscape of live music, and we're lucky, I think, to even be playing now, because a lot of bands and a lot of live music is still pretty shut down.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. I'm actually fascinated by the way that some of the bands and artists have been able to work through things, just kind of deal with the break, the slowdown of things, and now starting to ramp up their playing and momentum and everything like that. Do you guys play, even if you're not together, do you play guitar and then sing to keep up your skills, that kind of thing?
I think we have a rehearsal pretty much every week.
Yeah, even if we're not necessarily playing. And
Yeah.
I teach every day,
Right.
except for Sundays usually. So even if I'm not with the band or working on band material, I'm constantly playing and kind of evaluating what I'm doing in order to teach other people.
Nice.
What do you love about teaching?
Instilling that sort of passion that I had when I started, and that excitement. I love, especially with younger kids that are more around the age that I was when I started, teaching them their first song or something like that, and seeing their eyes light up or get all giddy, and show them that they can actually play this instrument. It's not just this far off thing. That's definitely the most rewarding part, is just keeping that passion alive, and seeing that in new people.
And how do you think music has played a part with kids during this pandemic?
I think it's definitely probably helped parents keep their kids sane to an extent. Everything from I don't know how Baby Shark and stuff like that has had an impact in like people's personal lives, but I know like
Blow your brains.
but yeah, I think music is just sort of this universal thing that everyone can get something out of, and whether it's an adult or small children, like it's an ever-present thing. And like, yeah, that's a really good question. Just because I'm not around kids or outside of work, I can't really say, because I don't have kids, how like it's affected them maybe in home life. But I think getting the chance to teach again and everything like that, again with restrictions and everything like that, whether it's virtual or distanced or anything like that, getting that interaction with students again and kind of normalizing that classroom feel, and showing them that they can still learn even when the world is stopped, essentially. Like, stuff keeps going, and they can still learn and have fun and everything, even if the world is a little different.
Exactly. The reason I asked was because I know we had several guests on that mentioned like art and music and those type of outlets were essential for kids, especially now, because it brought them that sense of normalcy and
way to cope.
Yeah,
too.
it's definitely
Yeah.
coping skills.
Shout out to Loka GTZ. Says she loved the music. What a great way to start our morning.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. We got the coolest fans in the world. Oh my God, nice people. What's on the horizon for the band?
I know some of the members we've started writing.
Okay.
So maybe in the next year or so, we all have various recording equipment and stuff in little makeshift studios in our houses, and Gremlin is always close by. So,
right. Shout out to Gremlin.
Yeah. So we're hoping to maybe get some new stuff recorded with the current lineup of the band that we have now. Like the original recordings of all Alika's music, I didn't play in. I know who did anyone in the band?
No, not in the band. It was pretty much all cut by Nashville musicians.
Okay.
Tim McGraw's drummer, John Jorgensen. I co-wrote with Kevin Chalfant and Albie Odom.
Oh, wow.
Kevin Chalfant was formerly with Journey. He was the lead singer for Journey. So yeah, that's
Thinking about all my boomer friends who invite me out to these parties. Curtis, come on, man. Hey, look, slamming Journey cover band, Kurt. $2 beers, you can't miss it, buddy. I'm like, all right, I'm there. How did you come across Dakota?
so actually Ethan Bell gave us his name. So
Another local musician and
Ethan
teacher.
Bell, shout out.
yeah, yeah, really. But yeah, and we just kind of contacted him, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I had just, it wasn't too long after graduating, and I had tried to get some different projects off the ground, or, started working with artists that maybe it didn't, pan out.
Right.
And so I was kind of like just playing guitar on my own, hanging out. I had just started teaching, and then I get a text from Alika like, hey, we got your name from Ethan. Here's what we do. Could you send us some videos and stuff like that? And the rest is kind of history.
Oh, it is. Yeah, here we are, bro. I think that's cool. All right, so now our show ends on a positive note. The time is now 8:46 a.m. You're listening to Good Morning Aurora, but we're going to end it a little bit differently today. A special way to end the show today. So before we get to that, what is your message? We'll start with you, Alika. What's your message to people who have a dream or a passion, or started singing and maybe think about it still, but work a day job, that kind of thing? What's your passion, or what's your message to them?
Yeah, I'd say go for it. I mean, you never know what could happen, and we have a lot of fun what we do, and it's really just about that, going out there doing what you love to do. So yeah.
What about you, Dakota?
Yeah, if you've got a passion or something that you think you love or know you love, then give it everything you've got. Really, I'm lucky enough to be doing what I love every day and playing with people that I love and everything like that. And if that's what your dream is, then absolutely go for it, because I'm having the time of my life and you should be too.
That was official. That was strong. That was very strong. So we got Streamwood coming up on tonight.
Shorewood.
Excuse me. Shorewood tonight.
Scooters Roadhouse.
Scooters. What's tomorrow? Got a place?
It's in Yorkville, South Bank Barbecue.
South Bank Barbecue in Yorkville. And are you guys playing anything on Sunday?
No,
No,
Sunday's
not
a day off.
Yeah.
So
Okay. A band that takes a day off. Interesting.
every once in a while.
I have an exam on Monday, so
Okay.
I gotta study.
That's a good reason to take the day off.
Hell yeah. So, little music. What you guys gonna play for us next? What's next?
Think we're gonna do some Elton John.
Okay. All right. Let's get it popping.
All right, I gotta get comfortable.
Yes. Sip the Dunkin' for this one. Hey.
I'm not missing my pillow today. That's
I
what
noticed
it
that.
is.
Yes.
It is.
Oh. Hi. Ah. I feel you.
Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band, pretty eyed, pirate smile, you marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand, looking on. She sings a song. Boulevard is not that bad. Jesus freaks out in the streets, handing tickets out for God, turning back, she just laughs. Boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, she makes a stand in the auditorium, turning on. She sings the songs, the words she knows, the tune she hums. But oh, how it feels so real, lying here, no one near, and only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day. just for the band. Pretty eyes, pirate smile, very music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Looking up, she sings the songs. Tiny dancer in my head. But oh, how it feels so real, lying here, no one near, and only you. And you can hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Thank you.
That was awesome. That was excellent.
Thank you.
Very well done, you guys. Very well done.
We need to get a little lively. over here.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
After we were
seriously.
talking about what's it like being in front of a crowd that's not doing anything, and then here's me and Curtis going.
I was over here just
You
in
guys
a
are great.
zone right now. Yeah, my mom loved it too. Hi, Mom. I wanted to ask you before we leave. You got 5 songs out.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
What are those songs?
Yeah, so My Devotion, Pink Camouflage, Bows Before Bros, and Bring It, and Make 'Em Mine.
All right.
Bows before bros.
Yeah, it's about my friend Rachel.
Okay.
I like
that.
That's the one that stuck out in my mind. Like, I'm gonna bump that when I get home.
Yeah.
Yep. And check it out on Spotify, right?
Yes, Spotify, YouTube, Apple
Music.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So the time is now 8:56 a.m. You've been listening to Good Morning Aurora, and we have been just absolutely delighted to have the Alika Arlynn Band on today. We appreciate them for coming on out and playing something for us. This was awesome.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, this was cool. Music Fridays that's the thing
That's
now.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing
What a
now.
way to go into the weekend.
And we want you guys to know that, please come on back, perform, another song with us in the future and everything.
Love it.
And Streamwood tonight.
Shorewood.
Shorewood.
Scooter's
Shorewood.
Roadhouse.
You know what? I haven't been to either of these towns, so that's why it's like, Shorewood.
Shorewood.
Shorewood's up north
By Joliet.
by Joliet. Yeah.
Minooka.
By Minooka too. Shorewood tonight. What time's the show start?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 to 11.
All right, it's gonna be going down tonight. On behalf of the Alika Arlynn Band and Good Morning Aurora, we hope that you guys have a safe, lovely, positive, fun, and blessed weekend. Don't forget to help out with the food pantry if you can. There's also the community census volunteering going on from 10 o'clock until noon. That's tomorrow. If you can make it out to Shorewood for the show tonight, please do so. Don't jump up on the stage with your girl and all that kind of stuff. Just enjoy the show from down below. Other than that, we hope that this has been a great show for you guys. Keep tuning in to the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And Anything else that we forgot?
I think that's it.
Think that's it.
Ready for the weekend.
Ready for the weekend. Ready for the weekend. Have a fun day. Enjoy the weather because next week it starts getting colder. And with that,